This is perhaps the most challenging curriculum yet, so I hope everyone has been properly studying. A question that has plagued the world ever since they first appeared in ye olden times. A phenomenon no one can quite explain, yet that doesn't stop so-called experts from trying to psychoanalyze the factors that led to its creation. Are they beasts? Monsters? Humans? Are they sentient? Intelligent? Conscious? Are they of this world? Yeah, the question to end all questions, my friends. What is a brony? Unfortunately, we are unable to rely on Merriam-Webster this time, as the word has not been added to the English lexicon. But here is what we do know. Brony is actually a portmanteau, meaning two words combined to create a hybrid definition. In this case, the word pony has been combined with the word bromine, which is in reference to the pungent smell these things give off. Oh! These creatures are native to the country of Brolivia, one of the few sovereign nations where horses outnumber humans. Within Brolivia, there exists multiple provinces. Like the rest of the world, these principalities ebb and flow. Some are established quickly and hastily, some stand the test of time, some are dissolved, and some are absorbed into others. These are some, but not all, of Brolivia's most populated provinces. Babs. A prosperous metropolis attempting not to fall into the ocean. Seattle. A rainy seaport that always seems to have the faint smell of pine cones. Yeah, let's go with that. Ciderfestia. A thriving land riddled with cheese curds, bratwursts, and alcohol. Winnie City, known for its deep dish pizza and terrible roads. Harmonia.
Don't fucking yeehaw!
Gala, known for its welcoming atmosphere, natural charm, and copious amounts of booze. Trothio, an oasis in the middle of a desolate wasteland of depression and corn. Van Hoover, the promised land where maple syrup flows like rivers. At one point in time, the largest ruling principality was known as Baltimore, but has since dissolved into a smaller state known as Sequestria. The nation of Brolivia has been in conflict with another sovereign state almost entirely since its inception. The rulers of Hasbro seek to crush the bronies and pillage all of its natural resources. Additionally, Hasbro does not view Brolivia as an independent nation, insisting that it's still sovereign to Hasbro rule. Hastorians have argued that since Hasbro is technically responsible for the creation of the country of Brolivia, the claim is valid.
I own you!
Other experts claim that Brolivia is completely independent, as the cultural values and beliefs that make up the core tenets of each civilization are diametrically opposed. Ambassadors from Hasbro are sent fairly regularly to negotiate peace, making diplomatic visits to the individual provinces, sometimes multiple times a year. The liaisons are extremely well received, and festivals are held in their honor. However, these efforts have done little to smooth things over with the tyrannical government of Hasbro. The two are entangled in a complicated international relationship that will almost certainly never be resolved. Another nation which often wars with Brolivia is the country of YouTube. I don't have a joke for this. Fuck you, YouTube, and your 4Kids bullshit. Bronies have a unifying characteristic of worshipping species of the Equus genus. At the center of their civilization is a collection of anecdotes, fables, parables, and historical records. The most widely accepted iteration has been compiled by a scholar known only by the moniker Faust. Throughout this culture's long storied history of just over a decade, these creatures have cultivated a thriving society. Countless brony artisans have created equine-based literature, art, music, and film, as well as physical goods, which form the foundation of the economy. These organisms can be seen frequently congregating to exchange these goods, as well as to socialize, share ideas, and participate in collective humorous exchanges known as maymays. Not to be confused with nay-nays, which is a separate dialect.
Boo! You stink!
One fascinating aspect about the brony that differentiates them from other creatures is something known as an OC. These are representations of the members of the brony species. Some have a large number of OCs, while some only have a few. However, there is an unwritten understanding that each brony shall have at least one. The scientific community is still unsure of the direct translation of this term into English, but some speculate that OC stands for the phrase, out of control. Bronies come in all shapes and sizes. As such, there is no surefire method to determine what they look like. The best way to observe if you're face to face with a member of the brony species is to use the phrase, "Who is best pony?" and wait for a response. Another is to request a bro hoof. This is quite similar to a fist bump, except it is absolutely dripping in metaphorical spaghetti.
Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti punch!
I request the aid of my colleague and fellow scholar Professor Laravan, who has entered into the field firsthand to study the behavior of these fascinating organisms.
Thank you, Banquo. Through my expeditions into the field, I have ascertained a number of entries regarding the brony. First and foremost, it appears that yes, according to years of conjecture and hypothesizing, they do in fact move in herds. Throughout my time in Harmonia, I have bore witness to many a peculiar habit of the brony. They assemble in single-file lines, waiting to receive a rectangular object with colorful markings engraved on them in return for their patience. This will allow them to traverse the colony's grounds freely and openly. They congregate in masses and engage in ritualistic tribal chants, repeating the holy phrase, "Mares," for extended periods of time while a priest holds an effigy in the center of their chanting circle. Truly remarkable. Now, we don't know the exact reasoning of why they do this, however, we know that this is of significant importance. In conclusion, I can say that Banquo, these people were really weird.
Oh, no question. This has been a general overview of the strange creatures known as bronies. I hope we will continue to study them throughout the coming years, as there is so much more to be learned. I'd like to thank Professor Laravan for sharing their research with us. Do you have any closing statements on this lecture, Professor?
You know there's a website for this.
A what?
There's a whole website called whatisabrony.com. It tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, I see. Well. God damn.